Well, I was expected to be home on a certain day, and you called me
the day before.
I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yeah. And so typically, because what typically happens when you are away for work, we'll text or we'll talk to each other before we go to bed. And then 15 minutes later, right. 10 minutes later.
Yeah, 10 minutes later, the garage door opens,
yes!
and I pop in, and I had flowers then.
I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
You were like, oh,
you got me.
Welcome. This is For Better and Worth,
the podcast where we don't believe you have to sacrifice your relationship while you grow and build your net worth.
We are your hosts.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Ericka Young, and we're so glad you're joining us today.
All right, y'all, let's get into it.
Hey, babe, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I've had a full day already, actually. Right. Went on a walk and met a friend and had coffee and twisted my hair, you know. I got that length going on. I gotta take care of my little curls. What you think?
It's cool.
It's cool? This is not how it will be tonight, babe. I'm gonna pull my little twist out.
I understand the process. You know, this is the pre-curl out, so it's all good.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm just glad I can twist it because it's long enough.
Yeah. I was chilling this morning, so
I know.
Traveled a lot last week, so I just was, just lounging a bit.
Yeah, I'm hopeful I'll get a chance to lounge today. So.
Yeah.
Anywho, we are talking about not Valentine's Day.
Right. It's right around the corner, and I know the fellas are about to get shaken down, so.
So the fellas, wait a minute, hold on. You think this is only for the ladies?
I think it is not a guy's holiday because you don't see what do they have in stores? Flowers, candy. That's not, guys don't want that.
So, okay, do you remember the time when I bought you flowers?
No. I don't, because it was the one, if you did, it was the one and only.
I did buy you flowers. I'm pretty certain they were yellow flowers, which represent friendship. I don't know why I did it, honestly.
I don't know why you did it.
There was a reason. There was a purpose.
I mean, I appreciate the gesture, like now in retrospect, but you ain't gotta buy me no flowers.
I learned that because we've been married. We've been married a long time. We've known each other 29 years.
Now I know you like flowers. I tend to buy you flowers, from time to time,
but I'm not. See, that's the other thing about me. I like flowers. I don't love them so much.
It's not I have to do all the time type thing. It's a surprise when I do it.
Yeah.
But me, you don't never have to do
it. I know.
I'm good.
I did it once, and I think your response, you know what I think it was? I think that we weren't together. We were not in the same place. Like I might have been at school or you might have, I don't remember and I did it because we weren't in the same location. And I was like, oh, this is a nice little surprise. And I don't know.
Buy me a burger instead. Buy me no flowers.
Wait, so let me ask you this. Okay, so if you were to get a gift for Valentine's Day, what would you want?
That is, I have no idea.
Okay.
I literally, I have no idea.
If I never acknowledged Valentine's Day with you, how would you feel? Are you okay?
I mean, if you say Happy Valentine's Day, babe, I love you, or whatever, or I don't know, but I don't know,
Okay. That's why it's mostly for the ladies.
Yeah, like, I'm trying to keep my situation together, but, give me a milkshake or take me to get a milkshake or something, like.
That might be what we do this year.
Yeah, like, I don't know, but I think it shouldn't just be one day that you're relegated to show your love, because, here at the For Better and Worth podcast, where we talk about relationships and money, there's something that you are probably going to have to do every day to show something towards your spouse.
Yeah.
And I think it's a bit of a manufactured holiday.
I agree.
It's commercialized. And
yeah.
So I don't know, maybe I'm just rebelling against the holiday. But I still want to show you that I care and love you. And I wouldn't go a Valentine's Day without acknowledging it and doing something for you.
Yeah, I used to not want to participate. One of the main reasons is because people who have not done anything for 364 days want to now, fill up the restaurants and you can't get a reservation and all the things. And so it just makes it hard to get out there and want to do anything and dress up or what have you, just to go to dinner around a bunch of people who are performative in their love. Right?
I'd rather us be on the sequence of doing things, date nights, having experiences. Those things matter more to me. And I know that's not really your love language. Like, if I plan a meal, if I think up a concept for a meal when I go to the grocery store and get the food and I cook it and all of that, now you cooking with grease. Because I know that will go a lot further with you than flowers or candies or whatever.
I'm gonna tell you right now, honey. Okay. Everything you just said, that's foreplay. Okay. What we talking about is sexy. You get in the kitchen.
I do that. I'm in there.
Hey, I'm like, yeah, that's my husband.
Right.
Okay. I'm loving you right now. You know? And so, it's different for different people. I think the big thing, though, for Valentine's Day is people just need to know what makes their partner click, right? Yeah. Like, what is that little extra that you can do? I just don't want... And I think there have been times when I was like, don't give me no candy. I don't want to be tempted. Matter of fact, this is one of those years. I don't want to be tempted. I ain't going to be mad if you don't give me no chocolate. Right. I ain't going to be mad. And
I remember some of those years where I got you, there's some specialty chocolate stores here. And I went and I got you like a little 4-pack of
I love those things.
Specialty. I chose four chocolates. And it was like, okay, you can enjoy a small portion of it. Yeah. And I didn't even, take that husband tax.
You didn't.
Yeah,
you didn't.
It's always husband, dad tax when it comes to food items. Like, if you got it, let me get a bite of that. Let me get a piece of that. So
you right about that.
The kids trip on that. Like, look, I bought it. You pay your taxes.
Wow. So that's interesting. I didn't know that's what you actually thought. I think that's an interesting way to look at it.
Like, we go to dinner, you'd be like, this is what I order. Yeah, pay your taxes.
Wow.
Come on now.
You know what?
It makes sense now, don't it?
It makes sense, but I hate every bit of it. I hate every bit of it. Because now I'm like very protective of my food. Don't you come over here looking for nothing.
Right. I order what I want, and I try and encourage you to order what I want too.
See?
So I can be like, yeah, I'm going to get this. Well, we be acting like old people now. Like, we be sharing meals sometimes.
We do sometimes. But
when it's not one of them times, I'm like, look, let me get a little. You take that first bite, but I'm going to need to get a little piece of that.
So last night when I got my burger and you was like, yeah, you been raving about that burger. I want to take a piece of that.
And I ain't even take a big, You
did.
I ain't take my normal, gigantic bite. I just
Praise the Lord.
Took a little.
Praise the Lord. I was prepared mentally that if you weren't going to purchase, you weren't going to ask for that, then I was going to have to give it up. I knew that. I knew that. But sometimes, let's be clear, that's why I be ordering shrimp, because I know you can't have none, okay?
You heard it here. You heard it here right now.
Listen, you know what? I love you, but there are boundaries.
I was like, go brush your mouth out and clean that shrimp off of you.
I know.
Because I have an allergy.
Sometimes but I don't make it at home. Sometimes I just want it.
Sometimes you got to get it, when you're out, because we're not having it at home. So.
Yeah, seriously.
But like, I know in the past, like, I'm a real neat freak and but OCD. So when it comes to cooking and cleaning, it's always been somebody cooks, somebody clean.
That was what my daddy taught me.
Yeah.
My daddy taught me, because he's a cook. He likes food. He likes to cook. He likes to have good stuff. And he would make us breakfast. And he taught me that if he's cooking, you do the dishes. And it's easier for a 10-year-old to do dishes than it is to teach them how to cook. Now, he did have those moments where he would teach us, but he Honestly, he taught us how to wash dishes before he taught us how to cook.
It's easier for a kid to wash dishes than it is for them to cook.
Yes. And so in that regard, I always had a job to do in the kitchen, and I hated dishes because of that.
And I think the problem with us cooking and cleaning is I have no problem cleaning because, that's my thing. I come in the kitchen sometimes and you've been there, I'm like, dang, you ain't see this? Like, clean that up.
Guess what? I didn't care.
Right. So I was like, this girl didn't have her glasses on.
You know what? Hush up. See, not you giving me a dig.
So I was
twice in one conversation.
You know what? I said, let me just clean it up. If it's bothering me, let me clean it up. And that's just some relationship advice for y'all out there listening, because if it matters to you, don't make it everybody's problem sometimes, because it might just be your problem.
Now, I have gotten better.
Yeah, for sure.
I have absolutely gotten better, but there are times when I'm like, I'm
been
tired.
Almost 30 years. I hope we both would have got better. Over all these years. I'm a clean person. I don't leave my stuff laying around.
No, you don't. That is your mother taught you how to be clean, and I love that. Thank you, Mama Mary.
Mary, Big Mary. Rest in peace. She didn't play when it came to cleaning, because we grew up in the hood, but you came in the house was clean.
Yeah.
And when it was your turn to wash dishes or clean the kitchen, it was clean the kitchen. It wasn't wash dishes. Because if you wash dishes and went to bed, she come wake your behind up. If you didn't wash dishes, clean the sink out, wipe the stove and the counters down, sweep the floor, it's like when you were finished, the kitchen was closed. It was ready for tomorrow. So I just have that mentality growing up. Like, hold on, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Why is this like this?
You right.
Inspector General Mary come up in here, she gonna be like, this is not right. You gotta get this together.
So I don't know if you remember this, but there was this time when I was wiping off the stove, and we all know this is pretty rare for me because I don't be doing that often. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm not gonna even lie.
It's rare.
It is. I will cook. What have I cooked recently? I don't know. I'll cook something in the pan and it's oil. And I see it. I don't need no glasses.
So you actually do see it.
I do see it. I ain't gonna lie. I do see it, but I don't care as much as you do. Anyway, the point is, I was cleaning the stove off this one time, years ago. My back is to you. You come up to me, you like, girl, you are ministering to me right now. I said, you better stop. I'm over here I'm cleaning the daggone stove. And you say,
Look.
I'm ministering to you. Like, it mattered that much. But, like, I get it. And there are times when, I'll go the extra mile. But it's these things are deeply ingrained. Just like your mother deeply put it in your mind deeply that you keep the kitchen clean and you shut the kitchen down. And in my family, we valued the cooking over the cleaning, if you will. That's the honest truth, right? Like, having healthy food at home. My daddy's a vegetarian. He wanted good, healthy, live food. And so that's deeply ingrained in me, more so than the finishing product, if you will. Like,
but I think this goes in tandem with not Valentine's Day, is that here we are talking about so many other ways to show love to your significant other or partner, whoever you have, that isn't just relegated to one day. And it has nothing to do with a commercial holiday where you got to go buy things or give them something, because we have enough of those.
Yeah.
This is just being aware and conscious of how you can respond to your partner. And I think that's an important thing that anybody who is choosing to get into a relationship needs to consider. It's not just about you. It's about you and how you respond to the other person. Like I said, if I have a problem with something, it shouldn't become necessarily your problem because it's my problem. But we do that all the time. We make our problem somebody else's and expect them to address it and deal with it.
Yeah, and I think that's a good point. But I'm going to add that what is important to you should be important to me sometimes.
Yes.
Because you will feel neglected if I'm constant.
If I'm always coming feeling like I'm cleaning up behind
that
you.
part.
Yeah.
So I do think that we have to make important the things that are important to each other, if that makes sense.
Yes.
But that's why I feel like you are my Valentine routinely, because we talk through it. And sometimes it's like, quirky. Is it rickety? I don't know what the word is.
I don't think it's rickety.
It's
but
like, sometimes
Yeah.
we don't fully hit the mark, but we're able to kind of talk through it. And there are times when we just have to say, I didn't like it when you did such and such and such, or help me understand this. Like, why you seem upset? You know what I mean? And like those things when we are able to move through it, then they add to the love bank. So it's like,
But I think that's part of how relationships work. You have to learn
Yeah.
the yin and the yang
Yeah.
and the flow of identifying when things are good and when things are bad. And like, you got to just find opportunities to, put those tokens in the love bank.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to wait for Valentine's Day to just give you flowers. Like, I was away on a business trip and you were expecting me to come home.
I called you.
Well, I was expected to be home on a certain day. And you called me
The day before. And I was like, hey, babe. And I had a question for you or whatever.
Right, we were
and
just
you
talking.
just talking or whatever. And then essentially we hung up from that conversation.
Well, I said, I'm headed to dinner. And you were like, man,
Yeah.
you seem a little bit late. And I was like, it's all good. I'm just heading where I need to be. But, I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yeah. And so typically, because what typically happens when you are away for work, we'll text or we'll talk to each other before we go to bed. Yeah. And so that's kind of what I was thinking you were saying.
Right.
And then 15 minutes later,
Right.
10 minutes later.
10 minutes later, the garage door opens and I pop in and I had flowers in.
I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
You were like, oh,
you got me. You got me.
Right. I had already changed my flight, got home, flight had been delayed, made it home, stopped, bought flowers.
It was the best.
I feel like that, to me, is a better flower opportunity than
for
just, Valentine's Day when there's some sort of expectation. I really do things when they're not expected because I feel like that's more meaningful to me.
It was more meaningful to me, and because it was going to be a long week, and I had no idea, and the dog didn't give it away because typically our dog will actually hear the garage.
He hears it first, and he's up like, who is that?
Yes, he'll start barking. And he didn't. And so I hear somebody coming in the door. I'm looking like, wait a minute. Right. And then I was like, it was you. I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? So it was awesome.
I'm glad, because if I'm at home, somebody coming to the door,
We're not playing.
I got that thing.
Yeah, the first thing I think of is a knife.
Right. Don't run up on us.
Listen, them Cutco don't play.
Don't run up on us.
Hey,
we don't play.
Listen, I might not be from the hood, but I'll pull it out of me deep within my inner.
You said Cutco.
Listen, them Cutco knives don't play.
Them knives are sharp.
Listen, when we first got them Cutco knives,
I think everybody was getting cut.
Everybody was getting cut. My
once
thumb
a week.
Cut. I was like, why is this happening?
Right.
But
I was like, dang, man, I didn't even mean to cut myself. I was cutting some fruit.
Them Cutco don't play.
Right.
Okay. But yeah. So
But I think it's times like that, that it's more significant. So we're not hating on Valentine's Day. So
no, I think we are.
Back.
Like I'm hating on Valentine's Day.
Well, I'm not trying to hate on Valentine's Day. And, because it's right around the corner, still celebrate. If that's, lean into it if you want to show your love on that day. But I would just say don't relegate it to simply only that day.
Yes.
Because relationships are like, it takes building blocks and it takes time, and we don't want you to think everything is just perfect hunky-dory because, I know I get on her nerves. I'm full of jokes, and sometimes she run out of patience with my jokes. Ooh. I know it. Wow. I know it.
Praise the Lord.
Because to me, they jokes, but to you, it's like, why you always on me?
I know, because them kids not here. I need the kids
it's just
to
the
get.
Two of us.
They need to get in the middle of this.
Right,
this
they
fire.
need to catch some of them strays.
I know. I catch all of them. When this is the thing. The funniest thing about you is that you, yes, are very good at the quick-witted jokes, But also, that's how you know you in a good mood. Like, if you don't say literally anything, something ain't right.
Right. You like, hold on. What's wrong? What's wrong with you?
So the problem that I end up having is, do I catch the strays because you in a good mood, or do I deal with you being in a bad mood because I told you quit throwing strays?
All right, cool.
Right, and then you'll just be straight-laced like this. Like, no. See?
Cool.
That's no fun either. I just need you to not be on 120.
All right.
Okay?
99.
I see. You always gotta
Push
be
the limit.
You do. So anyway, but I think that if you didn't acknowledge Valentine's Day and say, hey, honey, I'm thankful that you're my
You wouldn't
Valentine.
like that either.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So, but we've done little stuff like,
That's why I say we not hating on it, because if I still didn't do something,
yeah.
you would still not like that. You would still have an issue with that.
Right, but we've done little things like you've written me a letter or I've written you a letter. One year recently, we went to a concert. It just happened to be on Valentine's Day. I remember one year you were coming back in town, and I went and got a pizza in the shape of a heart. And it was snowy or something, and it took you a long time to get home from the airport. I don't know why I remember these details, but like, obviously we were not going to be going out,
Right.
But we had a heart-shaped pizza. It's those little things. I don't know. I think I'm amused by the little things. It's nothing wrong with wanting all the fanfare if that's your desire. But I think the biggest reason that this dynamic works for us, that we're not big Valentine's fans, is because neither one of us are actually that's not our love language. Gifts is not our love language. And so it's easy for us to give that up. And I actually think
I like getting a gift, but I buy myself a lot of.
Yeah.
So.
But it doesn't really bother you. Sometimes we're just like, you know what, this is the gift.
Now there's those big dates that, don't come with no gift on those dates. It's gonna be some problems.
But that's birthday and Christmas.
Father's Day. Don't forget Father's Day.
Father's Day. Well, anyway, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah,
sure.
Mother's Day, they make a big deal about it, but don't be hating on the fathers out there.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your father a Father's Day gift.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
Yeah. I said it. What my daughter said, period.
Oh my gosh, period.
Standing on business.
Wow.
Right. So now y'all know. You heard it here first.
Oh my goodness. So I guess this Valentine's Day, you gonna cook dinner. And I'm gonna make sure that we got some milkshakes.
I was like, what you doing? Nah, that's not what I said, but I might be able to.
You might.
Maybe.
Okay.
I think, here's the thing. Here's the thing with this is, so just to give you all a window into our relationship, cooking has been the one thing that we have arm wrestled over for a long time.
Yeah. Yes.
And
who's winning in that arm wrestle fight?
I don't think there's a winner or a loser. Okay? What I think is that if I couldn't cook, it wouldn't be an issue.
As much of an issue.
Right.
As much.
Let's just establish here. I can cook, and I, cook good meals when I do cook, independently with a recipe, whatever. But some dudes just can't cook. Naturally I grill and all that stuff, but that typically don't even count because it's almost an expectation that, part of the division of labor, I do the grilling.
I'm not a griller. I don't think I would be good at that.
Yeah, and I'm good at grilling. So,
yeah.
And I enjoy it too.
That's literally in Indiana 3 months out of the year.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Like, I would love to fire up my ceramic grill right now, and it's 14 degrees, but it's not gonna happen.
I love it when you want to grill. I wish Valentine's Day was in the summertime because it's arbitrarily. It's arbitrarily in February. So I wish that it was during that time, because then I'd be good, golden. Let's
right. You're right, because I'd be like, what you want to grill? But you know what? The good thing is that you still do a lot of prep for the meats or whatever, then
we're a good team.
yeah.
It's just that I think my thing is I have cooked mostly, like let's, not 100%, but let's say 70% of the time for 25, for all of our relationship. Because we had to eat.
Yeah, we had to eat, but
I liked cooking. I can't say I loved it. I liked cooking, and sometimes I would be creative. I would always have a new recipe here and there because I didn't want to get bored.
Because you always said you want us to have good meals.
Yes.
We didn't want to dine out all the time. The kids need to eat.
Right. And I wanted us to be healthy. Like, again, when I'm thinking about it, I think about my parents and their commitment to healthy meals. Because both of my parents did it. It was just that my daddy was on another level with his vegetarianism. So,
but even though the kids gone, we still
need to eat. And guess what? Both of us are capable. So that's where I differ. Is I'm like, yeah, we're both grown adults here. So that's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
this is the best. It's the best that we can talk about this in this format. And so as you all are considering Valentine's Day, just talk about it.
So let me ask you this. What is your ideal Valentine's Day? Do you think you can describe an ideal Valentine's Day?
Man, that's a tough question because I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I like going out, like going to, different shows or whatever. But I don't feel like that's relegated to just Valentine's Day. But if we like ate at home, one of us cooked, then we went out and had dessert, or Valentine's is always in February, and where we have lived for a long time is cold. And so you may be dealing with like snow, negative temperatures, and it's like when it's like that, nobody wants to go outside.
Yeah.
So I think it just depends, But I think that's a number of things. And we were joking with a friend how it's her birthday coming up. And I was saying, you can get those little, we try and eat healthy, but you can go to Kroger and get a little slice of cake.
That chocolate cake.
Yeah, like I like German chocolate cake. You go get one slice and then we can share it. I was like, I'm gonna go get you a bunch of slices for your birthday. Just make you one cake. But like just little things, I don't know what that had to do with anything, but I was thinking about like we go get dessert or
yes, I enjoy
it don't
dessert.
have to be a slice of cake from Kroger. It could be somewhere else, but
yes,
yeah.
Honestly,
what about you?
Yeah, well,
you're asking me about the ideal. What?
I love the idea. It honestly, very simply, one, acknowledgement of the day. Like, I'm your Valentine regardless, right? I feel like we ought to always be touching and hugging. And even if all we're doing is laid up on the couch watching a movie, I'm good. But you're right. I do kind of probably want some dessert that we can share.
Yeah. You like sugar.
I do. I actually love sugar, and it's a problem. But the other thing is just us being intentional about something. We could be playing a game at home. We could go out. Sometimes we actually have gone out with friends. We've actually taken our daughters out. And not often, but we've said, you've said, y'all are all my Valentines, right? And I'm cool with that too.
Right.
But
multiple ladies in my life.
I think that the acknowledgement for me is more important than the what we do.
Right.
And
okay. That's good to know.
And to just continually feel like I'm the love of your life. I remember a couple times, like, we pulled out our wedding album and like showed the kids. And that's fun, like those memories and like, just kind of reigniting the fire in just little ways, right? Like, we're one, so eating one dessert together or playing a game or reminiscing or slow dancing. Like, honestly, I'm a super simple person. Mm-hmm. There have been times when you buy me like perfume, and I appreciate that because I'm not the person to go look for that stuff. So I want to smell the way you want me to smell, and I just put that on, So I don't know. I think I'm just simple, and I don't think I ask for anything for Valentine's Day. I just enjoy the acknowledgement, you know?
That's cool. Well, I'm going to say, as far as my make it worth it is, like, don't just relegate it to one day.
Yeah.
You know, be mindful around how you approach showing love on a consistent basis to your partner.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not one way. It should be both. You know,
Yeah.
you towards me towards you, you know, men towards women, women towards me, and vice versa. So I say just be intentional about doing it consistently, not just one day of the year.
And I think I would say this is an opportunity to know your partner. This is an opportunity to, you know, tap into their love language, whatever it is. Because I feel like that's the point in us even having a whole conversation around having a clean kitchen or doing, you know,
It's those little
cooking.
things that matter.
Yeah, like this is what our love languages are about. So if you show love in the way your spouse wants you to show love, and you'll be good.
Look, the little things matter.
They do.
Both
And they not
good
little.
and bad.
Listen, the little things become big things when they're forgotten.
Yes. Yeah, that's why I say both good and bad, because you do a bunch of little things that are positive, they add up to big things. They can equal big payoffs. But you do a bunch of little things that are negative, they can add up to something negative, and there could be a consequence to that. And so that's why I say you have to be thinking about it and doing things consistently. So
Yeah. So this is good. This is good. Well, happy
you all celebrate however you want to celebrate.
Yes. Well, I'll say happy Valentine's Day and happy not Valentine's Day, however you want to do
Right.
it. But you're always my Valentine.
Right on. And you're mine.
Mwah.
So
Until next time.
we're out.
Thank you for spending some of your time with us today.
We appreciate all of your support, so be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you listen to this podcast.
You can find us on Instagram at For Better and Worth.
And sign up to receive our free guide, The 7 Reasons Your Money Relationship Isn't Working with Your Partner, on forbetterandworth.com.
Until next time, we're out of here.